Welcome back, you guys. Okay. Welcome in. We have a good one. Oh, yeah. 7 o'clock Central. It's 7 o'clock here. Hi. All right. Welcome to WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976. We are going to continue in the same direction as I did my introduction. Hi, familias. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's do NW Love. Thank you. Hi. Thanks for the intro that you sent. Fabulous. Wait till you see what I have here. This is Molly, by the way. This is Molly from Molly's going to the police department. Welcome in. Pit Mom at Mary C. Rachel Rumple Long here. Hello, hello. Do we hear Sassafras? Long gone. Justice coming soon. I think I said Rachel. It's so funny I don't remember. Welcome in, you guys. And this is going to be a very informative, educational, entertainment filled PDF. The information that I have to show tonight is really critical to the children, and I'm really pulling everything together very much so. I never noticed, Molly going off, everyone's going into drama and so forth, but for me, Molly going off YouTube has given me the opportunity to look at videos that people are reposting, and I never paid attention to a lot of her videos. I know that her videos give me information, but they're very, very, how can I say this? They really point in the direction of the same people I've been looking at. And thank you, Boston, for that super sticker. Thank you. I don't know. When I say Molly, I want everyone to know I don't jump on the bandwagon of pulling people apart, and I don't know who she is. And I say this all the time. I don't care. No offense. I don't give a shit who she is. I don't know. This isn't the same person that I saw months and months ago. Maybe it is. But there's a lot of different representations of people beneath her face, which I call deep fake. The sad part that I'm feeling tonight, I feel a little bit of sadness because a lot of these photos tonight don't look deep faked. And when I see photos like this, and they represent cases all the way back to John Wayne Gacy, it's pretty frightening to me that the authorities aren't paying attention to this, because if this is something that they could take and do something with, it's truly being completely ignored. If you look closely, I'm going to put this up closely here. It's not deep faked. It looks like Don Wells as the clown. Looks like John Wayne Gacy dressed as the clown. So, where do you go from here? I just keep showing, and I will just keep going over everything that I have here. John Wayne Gacy had the same blue eyes, same mouth, and he is all over my presentation today. Am I saying that she's John Wayne Gacy? Absolutely not. I don't know who she is. And I'm not here to understand who she is. That is up to the authorities to figure that out. I could only give you information as I receive it. Much of this information tonight pulls together Idaho 4, Summer Moon Wells, and many other cases that I follow. The Idaho 4 seems to be one that, between Idaho 4, Gabby Petito, and Kylie, it seems to be very present in my photos I'm going to show you, as well as Aaron Carter. I am pulling Aaron Carter in, and if Aaron Carter's mom, if you do decide to come in and to chat, please put something in there so I know you're there. And if you want to come up and speak, I will be more than happy to have you be my first person on panel. I don't do that, but for you I would. Obviously, after I confirm it's you. So I have brought in Aaron Carter as well for specific reasons that I have. This is Molly. I went through many of her videos, and I can't find one of them that has no information. Meaning, every video that I have gone over thus far is just filled with information that must get into the hands of the authorities. Must. Pictures like this that are super, super clear, and I know that this is the fake car. I know it because I've looked at it many, many, many times. This is just like the car that we've been looking at since Summer Moon Wells sat in a fake car, you guys. This is a box that she's sitting in. Now, those who don't know me, I pull up information. I look at the photos. I'm never quite clear what you see compared to what I see. So I see through photos, but yet these photos do tend to show the information that I'm talking about. So when I say she's sitting in a box, my eye goes to the rims of the box, which is right there. And why it goes there is because I've seen it so many times. It's the only thing they sit in. And this is the same situation that Aaron Carter was found in. Now, I don't know if the family knows or if Aaron signed up for this, but many of his photos that go back years and years show this group as being part of his world. And the information that's surrounding this fake Molly shows this exact, let me get smaller, the exact particular fake situation that Aaron Carter, the Idaho 4, Kylie Rodney was sitting in. Now, I don't want to show the glasses anymore, but I'm showing Molly's glasses because it shows so clearly the hole in which she's sitting in. Now, this is the hole in which Aaron Carter was in. And I said, this is the fake car. This is the fake car. And he is part of the sacrifice. He did not commit murder. He did not commit suicide. That's my intuitive feeling, is that he was a subject to the wrong people and somehow got rattled up in this situation that seems to be reflective within Molly's videos. See, this matches perfectly to Aaron Carter's situation and where he is sitting, as if you could just plop his head right over her glasses. Now, I would never have compared Aaron Carter anywhere near Molly. The only reason I did is because she brought it to my attention. Whoever, I am not saying it, I don't know, again, I'm going to keep saying I don't know who this woman is. And we don't know. Lots of deep fakes of people, right? But there's certain words in certain sentences that seem to get louder, and I hear them more clearer. And that tells me that there is a connection. She's like, oh, I'm the last person to talk to him. I talked to him like the day before he died. I'm saying to myself, no fucking way did you didn't do that. And if you did talk to him the day before he died, then you were part of the sacrifice, because it takes a few days. So what I heard my little angel say, yeah, this person, whoever this is, talked to him. She's not lying. And that's when I went to work towards Aaron Carter. So that's how the connection, I pull these connections together because somehow I'm on the right channel at the right time. And this is important for me to show. You guys put a 1. I see there's certain ones that you see this is the same as what he's sitting in. This is his situation. The other thing I want you to notice is he has that same fake Truly bag there. Now, all of the Idaho 4 and Kylie Rodney's had this fake juice bag, like this, but it's the same thing. This was found in Kylie's car. Thank you guys for putting the 1. And this was also found in the Idaho 4 windows. We know that this is part of the sacrifice. It's not a, it's you know, yeah. Now I'm pulling this all together because when Kylie Rodney went missing, for those who are new, I'm going to give you a little, yes, Truly connects all those cases, allegedly. It does. It's really, it's funny how they pick that. But a little background. When Kylie Rodney had the party that they said that she went missing or was sacrificed that night, I happen to already be following the Beeston Bunch and the Kent family and all that, right? Not to say it's them. I think all these YouTube channels are used to tell the truth. These guys, I think this is the Beeston Bunch. I don't know the difference between the Beeston Bunch and the Kent. They're all the same to me, so it doesn't matter. um, had a party in California the same night. When I went through their videos and I went through the TikToks that followed the poser, whatever that is, lake party, that was these families, the Beast and Munch, the Kents, and a few others that I follow. I'm like, this is really strange. The information that was in there showed me, either through my third eye or not, Kylie Rodney's sacrifice. I have kept those photos and I kept those videos, and I go back and I'm following the same information. And I truly believe that this is the Kylie that we know of. They have been showing her underground, bloody, in this situation. Now remember, they go in the ground, in the hole, in a very small box, in a cage. I mean, you just heard that little girl talk about it. And these cubby holes. She called them cubbies. This is what you're looking at. This is what I've been showing, is a cubby hole just like this. Now, the images are not difficult to grab. They're not difficult. They're pretty much in the open. And this, to me, is where Kylie Rodney went. The girls that were taken between the Idaho 4 and Kylie are not the girls that they say. Look at this picture closer. This girl that is in this situation hasn't changed since the day I started following this group. I followed this group way earlier, but I really followed it closer when I saw that their TikToks followed Kylie's party, and that they had the party the same night and their information was the same. They had the basket. They had this. They had all the elements in the car. So I saw her as going to a different party and them capturing her like this, and it was someone else that they found in the water. It wasn't her. I mean, you could see what's going on in this picture. There are little holes like this, like, that's not Molly. I'm just showing you elements that are on the shoulder. That's all. It's really not that impressive. But what I'm showing you here is how they put the faces. Look to the left-hand side, and they're always wrapped like that. And the reason being, let me go to one that's closer, right there. That's really the person that is being victimized. They're trying to hide that person within Molly's head, but they didn't do a very good job. And this is the same person that has the same glasses that we see all the time. For all we know, that's the fake Molly. But this person is who's in this video. And they're wrapped. Correct, Runkle. They have the same thing on the eyeball. That is exactly what, and I don't think I put it in here, John Wayne Gacy's main photo has that. Let me show you. Gacy. Yep, here it is. You're not going to believe this. And no one is putting this stuff together. I really don't understand. Let me show you. See that thing in the eye? This is John Wayne Gacy's main photo to his documentary. That. So if you think that there's no connection, I could connect this shit all day. And let me tell you something. The only reason I looked into John Wayne Gacy is because he lived 1.4 miles away from the Heer family. He lived, and I went there and I videotaped the Heer's old house. And all of the, I called the, whatever, the public, whatever. I'm like, okay, these addresses don't make any sense. So this is the same thing that Gacy has in his eyeball. See the two different eyeballs in there? Now there's 3 eyeballs. I don't know what's going on. But this is not this isn't Molly. But this is very, very interesting. And there's the house. Wait, what the heck? There. So this is what she looks like in here, whoever this is. Okay? Whoever this is. The thin little things that are coming out of this person's mouth are exactly the same thin little, whatever you want to call them, tubing that was on Summer Moon Wells in the car. That's the same tubing, you guys, that is between her fingers in the car. We've been looking at this tubing, and it does go in the mouth. On the other side, it shows you that she's supposed to be with Betty, right? Bullhorn Betty. That's not Bullhorn Betty. Again, these are victims. These victims have the elements on them. They have the things going in the eye, and they have the stuff on the neck, and that is not Bullhorn Betty. These are victims that are being, right, they're being kept. And they're being used for, we don't really know what, but this group is very large. Very, very, very large, you guys. What's next to her is the same thing that lied in the car with next to Summer. This just happens to be maroon. This is the fake car. I have 140 pages. This stuff I just added, but this is not a car. You could look at the windows. Look at the way this is. I have shown this since the beginning of Summer Moon Wells. This is the machine. This is the machine. And there is someone that is playing Mommy Dearest. And this shit is gonna get busted open. It's gonna get busted open. It's the same. I'm putting in just an example of when I bring in other creators. I'm like, oh, there's the fake car. Well, this is an example. When I see photos like this, and trust me, I've got hundreds of them. I got tons of them. But even in this presentation, I have a lot coming. This is the stuff I just added. This is what it looks like when Benny Keys goes to his fake car. they like to do this movement of reaching in like this. Now, that's not even that guy. It's not even what he looks like. They always have the elements on them. And it's the machine. And see that thing on his shoulder? Like, they always have this stuff on them. And the picture to the right, you guys, it's just kids sitting in that box. That's what it is. It's the torso. I've shown this, but this is within this very famous group's photos. We don't know who these people are. That's for the authorities, right? So the photos that are within there, to me, show the girls that have been taken. I've always noticed that they're supposed to be the girls within this team that they travel together, but they're not. And neither are the Idaho 4 girls that were murdered. The ones that they show beneath them are different. This is supposed to be the girls that are famous girls. It's not. These girls are in a bad situation. But it's not the girls from the Beeston and the Kent family. It just isn't. Just isn't. Thank you, Lucy Lee. Yeah, because we're at that point where I want to teach you guys, when you see something, you're seeing it. Your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. You know, and these channels are going to make you feel as if you're not seeing it. You are seeing it, because what you see here, Aaron Carter, there's no difference. What you see here is him in this. He's obviously not standing in his apartment, you guys. Why hasn't anyone noticed that this is not a fucking apartment? There's no difference than him or Molly. They're in the same place. It's not his apartment. You have to be a moron if you're friends with him to think that this was an apartment. It's this. That's not a car. Look at her. Look at that. Let me paste this back. Look at this picture. Wait. This photo. And Aaron Carter. Here. Let me crop it. It's the same machinery. It's the same thing. There's no difference. The only difference is they're covering it up. They're changing the people. It's just a different conversation. It's very simple for this to be busted open because it's all the same people. That is this. And notice the handle. Let me grab it. Notice the handle in Molly's. This is always in the photos. Think about it, you guys. They're always in a car. There's always been a car with a handle like that involved. It's not a handle, it's part of this machinery that's on her head. And whoever's to the left is the victim that is showing up behind Molly. These victims are showing up. They want justice. You see. They want justice. When I first grabbed these photos, many a times, you guys, they look like shit. And I'm like, okay, I don't see anything in there. And every time I want to go delete it, I'm like, nah, This was one of them I really wanted to delete, but let me tell you something. Whoever is in here is the victim. And there's the box. The maroon box is right behind them. It's right there. Just like Summer Moon Wells had the same box, you guys, with those little white pieces. They're little white straps. And they're consistently there. Those maroon boxes go nowhere. They don't go anywhere. They're always there. And here's Aaron's head in his box. Now, I don't know if it's Aaron or if it's not Aaron. We don't know who this is. Because unless you saw the dead body, unless you saw that he was actually the one sacrificed, no one knows. No one knows. I believe they said he was cremated. Well, you don't know if it was him. That's his box. You could see beneath him is the maroon box. I just want to throw this in before I start the rest of my presentation. This was really weird. I just was watching the news, right? And this guy, this actor, watch this news, the news on him. It was just in the news. I think I don't know which news. Jeremy Renner. His whole entire story during this Jeremy Renner, he has a mask on his face the whole time. I don't understand it. And he looks like that the whole entire time. Kind of blew my mind. So I just threw this in here really quickly. This is what he looks like in the video. And it just also crazy to me that no one notices. No one says anything. Right? No one says anything. But he has a mask on. Wait, my dog has to go out. Wait 1 second. All right. Go on down. Dog's coming down. No one says anything. But look at that. He definitely has a mask on his face. Where there was. Again, where there was. Wait, what do you mean, Rumpel? Where who was? Can you say again where what was? Look at the A. Yeah, there's a lot in that photo that's just crazy. But I'm going to go on and continue. So, what news channel? Let me see. It was just on yesterday. Let me see if I have the news channel on the picture. Wait, let me look. I think I threw. Let me look for you. I think I threw this stuff in the garbage. Wait. Let me see if this is it. Wait, I'm taking one out of the garbage for you. Let's see if it shows on here. NBC Chicago. So NBC. If you just look up NBC, you'll see the video. It's all over YouTube. Okay, so here we go. I am adding the smiley face to the cases that I'm following. This was found at one of the cases I'm following's sacrifice at the water. I have to remember what it's marked under, but this is more important than I ever thought it would be. I didn't really pay attention until I paid attention. But to me, this is a marking, and it's throughout Summerwell's, it's throughout all of the cases that I follow, right? And I don't think it should be something that is ignored or not talked about. So I'm going to be adding it in, and I'm going to be showing you the different smiley faces. And now that I see that whoever this person is, not to say it's Molly, but now that I see the importance of it in this main picture, because it's a clown, and also because the eyes are blue and the mouth is red and it matches John Wayne Gacy's face with the heart on the side, I'm adding it as a permanent. My introduction earlier was all about the rooms, the boxes. The rest of this presentation, most of it really all focuses on showing you the consistency, how every case that you have seen here shows the rooms, and they're the same. It's really important that I show you guys, and I really hope you see it and understand that the Idaho 4, there were way more than just 4 students, and I'm not necessarily convinced it was the 4 that they mentioned. I'm not convinced that those are the 4 actual bodies that we have been shown match the actual people we think they are. Now, it seems as if I'm going to tell you my theory here is what I see, because my spirit guides and my angels are children and they're young. That is who comes through to me. And because of that, I stick to what's channeled through me. Okay? Many times I want to go off on just telling you guys how I think or feel, or when I say that, many of those times it's a channeling, right? My business side of me and my solid part of me, I'm a Gemini, so there's 2 of me, right? Maybe more. There's 100 of me, I don't know. Wants to tell you what I see in front of you. And when I do that and I don't allow the spirits to speak, and I realize I have been doing that, like I need to allow it to come through more, because it creates my head to spin, like it creates like a pressure headache, like calm your mind down, Lori, and listen to me. Listen to us. And when I do that, I need to trust what comes through. Now, everything, obviously, nothing's been proven. Nothing's been proven. And nothing's been proven right, and nothing's been proven wrong. So when I say the children that are beneath the adults that are playing this game are the ones that are speaking. So there are children beneath the faces of these adults that are asking for the justice here, at least on my channel. because they're nameless. They're not being recognized. And they're the ones that have no voice. They're the ones that have no voice and no choice. So maybe these adults, maybe they're gone, but I'm hearing the young child that's faces in front of you saying, you need to recognize me, like I need justice too. No one's noticing and no one's paying attention that we're here also. See what happens to my voice? Crazy. Wait. Ugh. So there's two people here, and when I speak spirit, the one that's coming through is the one in the front. I hear nothing from the back. Now that doesn't mean that that person wasn't sacrificed at all. I just don't hear them. It's like they don't exist in that photo to me. It's the child in the front with the butterfly necklace. That's begging for justice, because that is who had no choice, I'm being told. They have no voice. They have no tongue. They have no voice. They have nothing. Nothing. They're just gone. Many of which we don't know if that person even existed. The picture to the left is from Molly's video. Every time you see a door like this with that stick on the top, these are like what that girl calls the cubby holes. To the right, it's the same thing all the way in the corner. This is this child's cubby hole. It's the same looking doorway since Summer Moon Wells' doorway I showed you. It's going to be 2 years, you guys. I mean, it's going to be 2 years that a doorway has been shown with blood on the doorway, wood sticks that all match, and it's the same thing that showed up in the Idaho 4, but it's no discussion. Remember? This is summer. These are the Idaho 4. This is summer. This is summer. She's saying, like, what the fuck? Like, how is it that no one notices that that doorway is a double? First of all, it's a double doorway. It's showing the answer. It's showing where they are. And it's showing that there's no door frame that looks like that. And if there was, don't you think the police would have, like, done something? We would have seen it. Actually, even if they showed on the news, no one does anything about it. Not talked about. Here, they show when Candace went to the hospital, I'm like, you guys, okay, it's springtime's coming and everyone's going to the hospital and they're showing the equipment. All they're doing here is showing the equipment that matches the Idaho 4's information. They're bringing all of these cases together because they all are lumped together. They belong together. Look at the little stars on her that are showing up. The little purple things that show up. That little purple thing is exactly what you see in across the way in the fake Candace's freaking information. they're probably showing you the Idaho 4 murders. They're probably showing you their sacrifices. You know why? Because they can, because no one gives a shit to stop them. It's not a light at the end of the hallway. That's the light that's above her head. This is the equipment. This is not something that you find down the hallway of a hospital. There's no hospital that has it in the hallway. It matches the equipment. There's the maroon boxes. This is what we found on the Wells property. It's all there. It's all there. This here, I'm showing you these photos. They come from the family that I follow, and they come from the Gotcha Man. This stuff here is part of the sacrifice. I'm showing it because it shows up. All of these little buckets and these cylinders have what to do with each sacrifice. So when you are looking at a photo and you happen to open up a video and you're like, wait a minute, that looks like a cylinder. Open it up. Pull it forward. Brighten it up. And look at it. And you will see the information within that particular picture that you're looking at will tell you the story. Because if you think you're looking at a cylinder, you're looking at one. They're going to tell you it's something else. This here is the situation. These are the boxes. In the back, you've got your little blue, white, whatever sticks with the hearts on the top. These are the heads in the cylinder. And somehow I don't know what they're doing. They're using cement. But those little cylinders show up in the videos. If you look, and a lot of times if you look to the left, that's from Gotcha Man. Now, let me tell you, many times they show things big and they show things small. Let me close this one. Don't save. And here, what they do is they make things big, they make things small. What you're looking at the left-hand side is telling you that these wheelchairs, whatever they are, the chairs that hold these little things, wait. Why isn't this closing? The heck? Let me crop it. Is basically, it's the same wheelchairs that I've been showing you. And I believe I have this in my presentation. I'm going to show you. Especially Grandis's wheelchair. Here, let me brighten this up. This is the chair. And it's in the Idaho 4. This is the situation that you're looking at. This is what it is. And let me grab what's in here. The Idaho 4's wheelchair. Let me put it in here. Wait. Seeing if it's down here. Seeing if I put it, yeah, here it is. Okay, I'm going to bring it up because I also have it in a different one. That wheelchair is the same as this in the Idaho 4. This here is what you saw in Plunders, Idaho 4. There's no reason you should be seeing that. And then Molly also had it in her video. I mean, doesn't anyone notice that Olivia is sitting in a freaking box? Surrounded by cement things? Seriously, you guys. So this is the stuff, and this is why I want to show all this stuff to you, because it's educational, right? To the right is from the Idaho 4 murder. They showed the room with all of the cement buckets, the cylinders, the bloody room, and no one noticed. That is the machinery. That's the stuff that they gather and they put in the water and they find it. Everything that you see to the right are the elements that that get pulled out of the water. They get pulled out of the water. Let me give you a closer look. Those are them. That's Molly's video with that V that you see there is the same thing. The stick, let me pull the stick with that little face on the top. It's very interesting how this stuff isn't looked at as common elements. So I'm going to point it out this time. It's the machinery. Up here, let me circle it. Up here, this is the stick with that head on it that Molly had in her hand. The fishermen have it. This is the stick. This is the stick. That's the white equipment. And on the bottom are the buckets. See? Those are the buckets. It was shown right in the window. When I talk about this system, and it's run by computer system, this is what's in the fake car. So if you look at, when I say to you they're in the fake car and that's the equipment's in the fake car, when you look at, let me circle it, this part of the photo, this is the rim that goes over it and covers it to make it look like it's in the car, right? This is the stuff that's all under here. So, wait, this here is the same rim that I showed you was over Aaron Carter and over Molly in the car. It's what covers it. So that rim, imagine what you see here. Wait. What you see here under this fake car, under that. It's what it is. One day this will all be proven, right? One day. And in Gotcha Man's garage, this is what the hands look like. Now, I know the markings from these sacrifices. I know what it looks like because I've seen it several times. I know that the parts that you're seeing within a garage have much to do with it, right? So when I see a clear photo like this, I question, how is it that I know this and this isn't being picked up or talked about by the authorities? Like, they should be looking right at this and seeing that it's the same markings on his hand as in Gabby Petito that's on her hand. They're the same on every victim's hand. It's the markings that whatever they use, this is what happens. This is what happens. But yet, they are showing it, so all I can do here is show it to you, right? Is show it to you. That's all. So those are two different people's hands. I just threw this in because that's a smiley face that showed up on the computer and showed up in, I think it was Kylie Rodney's. So I just threw that in to show you. So these boxes and this information started gathering together from Appalachian Fairground, right? That's where I started. Appalachian Fairground, I have so much information on. The Appalachian Fairground then led me to Fender Farm and to the other farms. This here was under Tim Mullen. This said it was Tim Mullen. I don't know if it's Tim Mullen. We don't know unless it's proven. We don't know. Just because it says it, right? We have no idea. But this is when I put down the beginning of the equipment building. And this room here resonated with me, and I pulled it to the side very quickly as part of all the stories that use this equipment. Because what I see here is the workshop room. You know, like I see the workshop room here. I don't see anything other than that. A busy bee, like a busybody, a busy bee, doing what he's supposed to do, doing what he's told to do. And here it looks as if it's the equipment that is being worked on. Now, the boxes behind him and this equipment and whatever's going on here has continued through today. This was years and years and years ago. Whatever he's building and whatever's going on in that light right in front of us is part of the sacrifice. So when you guys open up a video and you see this light, this big ball of light, and you see this situation, take notice. You may not be able to look to see what's in that bright light, but notice the things around the light. This is why I'm showing it to you. Don't allow that bright light to take away from all the elements that are shown around it. Those boxes are just like the boxes in Molly's videos. See? They're always in her videos on the TV. And we know this shit isn't on the TV. So whatever is in that room, those boxes are these boxes. And when you see it, really take a look at what you guys are watching. Don't just allow the TV to run what you're seeing. You know, it's like tell you what to see, because there's a lot more to see than a light bulb in your face. Let me show you what's in the corner here. if I were to take away the light, I'm going to show you what's right in this corner just to give you an example. And this is how I know this is the equipment right there. No, it's not the real Molly. Totally agree. Rumple along here, it's not. That's what I know. I know it's not for sure. It's not. It's not the Molly we know. That's why I've been asking for help, and now I'm never going to get it from her. But this is what's in there, right? And there's a lot of other stuff, and it shows that it goes down under. This is a hole in the ground. So my spirit guides guide me to what I'm supposed to see. And this here is an example of underground. Like, this is underground. And this is what the authorities are supposed to look for. This goes down under. This goes down. There's the 5. This is the deep, dark tunnel. That's the deep, dark tunnel. See? That same situation was found in the building of this house. This is the same group that I follow. Now, listening to that little girl speak, and she talked about the rope. She spoke about the rope had like a circular thing on the bottom. And I noticed it here. And I turned it upside down. She talked about that. That little white thing that's a smiley. She's like a rope with that little thing. But this group I've kept. The boxes and the holes are key to finding the children. There's children somewhere that are still alive. They're not gone. I've been following these for months. The one to the right is from Gotcha Man's garage, but his face also turns into like a Brian's father, Brian Kohlberger's father. The one to the left is Ryan Upchurch's videos from the beginning of time. Showed all the same holes and boxes and information as I get within these cases that I'm following. That's Ryan Upchurch's head. Now, if I were to turn that upside down, this to me would be a location like this. Turn it upside down, because if you follow what that little girl tells you, this would be the door between the door, like that. And that is just like the door that we have in the Wells house. So they might put it a certain way, but you must turn it. So this door and let's turn this. This goes, I'm saying this way. This door, if I were a detective, I would go looking for these doors behind the walls of every YouTube person I have pointed out. That's what I would do, because that's what I see. I see that these are the doors to hell. they have a little pull on it. Maybe that's what the white string is like it's a little thing that you pull. Because these doorways and these holes are always there. This is the guy that lives next to the Idaho 4, that's that flamethrower. I'm going to be showing you the room that all these rooms match, even his room. His room here is no different than any of the hospitals that these guys are going to. All these hospitals that they're going to, and all these rooms, even Molly taking Princess to the hospital, to me was like the icing on the cake. I have it in here. It's a joke. This is their neighbor, and this room I'm going to show you is no different than any of the hospitals. Their neighbor has a lot to say. You guys, a lot to say. No one has, I don't even think he's been looked into. I think that he's one of those that they just let go. Now, in this, my presentation towards the bottom, I have all these pages on Molly with Princess. And this is what their windows look like. They're the same thing. The windows in the hospital he's in is nothing more than the kill zone. Nothing more than the boxes. Nothing more than the sacrifice room. Just like these doors and these windows. This is Princess's room. I mean, that's a doorway. You don't find that in a hospital. So it just continues. This is a close-up to his room. It may look crazy, but that shouldn't even be in there. Always a guitar, you guys. Again, that's Ryan's photo to the left. And you see the little doorway. And the picture to the right is from the Beeston Bunch. There's no difference between these two photos. None. Let me take the little photo and blow it up for you and put it right next to what's next to Ryan's head. Now all these people, I'm so done trying to reach out to them. I've done that already. You know what? This is up to the authorities to figure out, because I could just give the information that I'm given. This is the Beeston Bunch's photo right there. And Ryan's photo next to his head is an entranceway to a door of hell. You see the number 5. This here is exactly the same thing that I could copy and paste from all of the cases. That's what was attached to the back of the car. This is what's put in the car. This is what's on the bottom of the car. This is what's on the side of the car. So if anyone thinks for a second that we don't know what this is, you're wrong. You're wrong. I know what this is. So the time will come. The time will come that this is going to make a difference. Because this is a cookie cutter. This is exactly what you have on the side of one of the cars. I think it's Kylie Rodney's case. This thing is on the side of her car in Kylie Rodney's case. It's just a matter of time that someone decides someone in the law enforcement decides to be like, she's right, it's the same. And they won't have to do any legwork. All they have to go do is go find it. This is the face that's connected to all of the people I'm showing you. So this here is the fake car. I don't know. I personally, maybe the law enforcement is involved, but this might as well be Molly's car, because Molly's face has everything to do with his face. Everything. See that thing on Brian's neck? Same thing as this. No difference. No difference. And this, see his glasses, see his face? That's Tim Mullen. Even Tim Mullen has his face. That's Tim Mullen. And look what's coming out of his face. And that face is coming out of the fake car. See? His head's coming out of the box. See? Let me bring that closer so you guys see it. Because now I'm getting to like the real important stuff. Not like the other stuff wasn't important, but this stuff is really what you're going to be able to hang on to. This here is Tim Mullen. What you're seeing is another face, and it's coming out of that box. He's in the box, you guys. You see that? Tim Mullen needs another face. Oh, and look what's coming out of his father's face. Like, all these things are growing. I'm not even going to talk about it. So the interesting thing is Maddie's picture that Plunder puts up has Brian's face coming out of it. Now, I don't know if that's Brian, but it's very strange that this is what's on her page. I just had to show this to you because it's a little weird. You would think that this was the same. This is our little Michael Vaughn. I'm sticking with the same creators and what is in the elements that are most important. And that is the garage, right? The cubby holes, the doors, the holes in the ground, the faces. Gotcha Man's garage, to me, is the focal point of what gives me the most information. The picture to the right bottom is from Gotcha Man's video. Okay? Let me grab it. It also has the pattern in the back that Molly Golightly always has on her little thing that she puts around her neck. The one up top is Michael Vaughn. These are the little cars. Somehow these are all involved. This is in Gotcha Man's video. Anyone that's been watching Molly with that new little scarf with those letters on it, that's it. But this little truck and what it's in front of, I could almost feel the children. I can't explain it. Like, it's very frustrating to them. And in the beginning, I remember The feeling was like of excitement. And then there was a feeling of disappointment. And then there was a feeling of like just another sadness, like they were defeated. Now they feel pretty quite confident and calm. There's like a calmness that they know that they will be recognized. And this is Michael Vaughn. So there's Gotcha Man. Now, we don't know who Gotcha Man is. I'm not calling him out. It's got nothing to do with him, but I'm just going to be using the names that go with the faces. Okay, we know Dawson over there, right? Anytime you see all these guys taking pictures like this, you guys, you also have that Don whatever, Don B. Don B's videos have a shitload in it too, by the way. He's in the same fucking car. Same thing. But look what's going on here. You recognize this from Kylie Rodney as well. No one's cars have this interior and their heads are so close. And if you look at Gotcha Man's inside the car, he's like not in a car. He's like in a shuttle. And the little teeny pictures, like, it's not a car. Molly has the same thing going on. That's Molly's car. This is what it looks like. And these need to be checked out. Like, I would say go right to these areas. I don't think it's going to be that complicated. The little girl was talking about these little bones. Remember I told you guys that they have these bones as like trophies? She said it out loud. They keep them as prizes, she said, or they keep them. Sometimes they sell them for money. But these are the bones, and this is what I've always showed you guys. I'm like, these are like little bones. They have them. And remember I once showed you someone carving the bones? Yeah, always hand pull. Always. But these are the little bones that she's talking about, because I've been talking about these little bones. They save them. They're doing the same thing as that child talked about. Do you understand that Kylie Rodney's photo of them saying she's drinking a cup of coffee is in that car? It's in one of these cars. It's very easy to bust this shit open if they wanted to. The common elements are there. The inside of Kylie's car is no different than any of these cars I'm showing you. They're the same. You guys, they're exactly the same. Kylie's car has her little thing up like that, like the others. And this is obviously the fake car here. It's the same situation. Same situation. See how that I told you that handle is part of the equipment? See? All that shit going on her head? Because it's part of the equipment. This is what's on Kylie. All this stuff. That's what's on Kylie, on her head. All the same. Fake ass car. Pay attention. Here's Benny's fake ass car. Benny's fake car is actually showing inside these holes. Benny's car isn't even on the road. Like, so many times, it's so funny. I was actually laughing. I wish I would have taken a clip of it in one of Molly's video where she's in the car with someone. It's so fake. Going to see where she used to live. It's actually goes through a red light, and they're actually turning while other cars are coming towards them. Like, because it's fake, right? It's fake driving. And the light is red, and they're in the wrong lane, and there's cars coming towards them. Like, you can't, that's not even possible. You understand? It's not possible. I'm like, oh my God, how has anyone not noticed that this is happening? It's like driving in a movie. So this is his fake car inside. I've hundreds of pictures of Benny's car. It's like it's pulled into a dungeon. It's fake. But there's so many mistakes that they've made that it's ridiculous. Like, the other picture here shows, like, these are tunnels. Let me show you. These are little tunnels. And I've pointed them out before, but like tonight's point is in talking about elements is you have to pay attention to these elements and look in their windows of their fake car. Do as I've taught you. Take your phone, videotape it, and just watch it and videotape with your finger down on the button while you're pulling it back and forth, showing the little teeny box, and watch it on your phone and take pictures. This is nothing more than where they keep this shit. These are the elements. You can't. You guys are so funny. You can't make this shit up is right. This is ridiculous. It's like, it's, and to hear that little girl talk about it, wow. So let me tell you guys something. Molly shows Gotcha Man's garage, but she's with someone else, but this is Gotcha Man's garage. There's no different. So Molly's photos of the garage, where she's on video with someone, matches perfectly. But let me show you something. It's fake Molly. That's for starters. And wherever this fake Molly is the room with the boxes. Whoever this is in the room where these doors lead to hell. There's the door right behind her. Because it's not the Molly we know. Okay? So whoever this person is could lead us to justice. I'm sticking to it. This is Aaron Carter. Has anyone noticed he has something on his head? Is anyone not noticing that he has shit on his head? He has the same equipment on his head as the Idaho 4 people did. Right there. That's the food truck. This is the food truck, and this might as well be Aaron Carter. This might as well be Aaron Carter. Look at that eyeball in the middle. There's the little head in the little cylinder to the left. I'm going to point it out so those could see it. Wait. Here is the heads in the cylinder that is really important. They're all attached. It goes in this little backpack thing. This, you guys, this is from the food truck. This comes from the food truck, which is a joke that it's just not talked about or recognized. I just showed you the same cylinders, right? Right here. This is the same cylinder. When I say, oh, those are the cylinders, these are the cylinders. And when I said that there is a cylinder in the window at the Idaho 4, they're showing it off. It's right here. So this is the cylinder. So sometimes you could see it better when you have the same thing next to it. And they show it right in the window. And if you notice the number 5 on there, it comes through. You see like that. And I just showed you that in Ryan's photo. I'm like, I know exactly what that is. Like, that's like pretty much gold. Like, it tells everything. Yeah, it's right there. Here's the number 5. I'll put it up there and you will put it together like a cookie cutter. Wait. Let's see how it's turned. Probably goes this way because the 5 is attached to the head. Wait. So let's turn it. So this here, it all matches. This all matches. If I could turn it. Well, that's good enough. All the same equipment, you guys. See? Here. Boom. That's the number 5 in there. Boom. Idaho 4. So this is how I've been doing it. Like it's just, if you know your elements, you know how to put it together. This is the food truck. Okay? This matches. This is the food truck. This is Ryan. This is the same thing. What's in the middle there is where that little head goes. This is called the machinery. What you see in the green there, the flat side right here, wait. This flat side is the number 5. That's the top of the box. That's the number 5. Nothing changes. And it was all built in this fucker's garage. Right there. Bob Vaughn's, it was named. Now, do I know if it's the Bob Vaughn? I have no idea. But it's the machinery there and Tim Mullen. Now, I don't know if it's the same Tim Mullen. I don't say Bob Vaughn. But it's all the same with the pressure cooker. It's all the same. It's all the same. Let me show you something. Crop. Let me turn this. Crop it. So I've been putting this stuff together for like, it's now almost 2 years, right? Anyone that's been watching me knows that nothing has changed. And it's just getting stronger. So one day it's just going to all come together. This is the pressure cooker that's right here. That is this. Whatever they do to these people, it's part of this freaking hospital bed that you see right here. You want to know where this came from? John Wayne Gacy. You cannot believe it when I tell you that this photo is from John Wayne Gacy's case. Seriously, you guys. He has a big presence in what's going on here. A big one. You know, everyone thought it was so sick what he did. These bodies, they're down there somewhere in little cubby holes. He had little cubbies for all of them. Look at this. Just look at that side. See the white sticks? The window on the top? There's no difference. Look at the table. Nuh-uh. Yep, he lives on. So when they said they use a bathtub, this is all of the equipment right here. This is it. This comes from that Bob Von So that I just showed you. I said he built the machinery. This comes from his video. Now, when you hear Aaron Carter's mom say he was found in a bathtub, this is part of what they do. It's in the bath. It's in water. Water has a lot to do with it. Their heads are in a corner. This is the machinery, and they're in water. I don't know if the head's not in the water. Something's in water, but this is what it looks like. This is basically what it looks like. Yep, you can't make this shit up. And it all comes together because you could take everything that I've shown you and crop it on top. You see the V there. You have the pressure cooker. You have the A. Wait, I'm not just going to say it because there's some people that say please use a pointer. And I agree with you, by the way. You're correct. 110% you're correct. I don't use a pointer because I don't know how to find my pointer. So let me show you. This encompasses all the equipment that basically sacrifices a person. So, here's the A. Right here's the A. Here's that V. The pressure cooker. Here's the head that looks like the smiley face. Now look what's going on with the head. See those lips? You go back to Molly in the first picture that I showed you. It represents the same thing. You see? See how that face is the same representation of what these people look like when they are actually sacrificed. This is what the head looks like. Whoops. Same. See that? The only other people I saw that had this was Don Wells, the guy from the Beeston Bunch, and John Wayne Gacy. So far. But That's pretty significant, you guys. It's very significant. Here goes the boxes. Picking on Molly, but she has it all. In her house as she runs around, above her or below her, we're not sure which one it is, but those are the doorways that little girl's talking about. These are the doors, you guys. And I now believe what she's saying is those little white things. I think she's saying that's what you pull to open it. You see? Right? Now I think they're more like chutes, like a laundry chute, so I see it more this way. But they're clear as a bell above her. Now the other one is from the car. So I showed you the car the other day, but today's presentation is about the elements that show you basically the way in. And that's not Molly. It's not her. I'm going to keep saying that because I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying it's her. These are the doorways to shit, and they have smiley faces. The one to the left was the first time I saw it. Was when Benny interviewed Don Wells and Don read that letter. The one to the right is from the Idaho 4. Now, for some reason, again, these match. These are the same things, you guys. These are the doorways that little girl's talking about. I don't think they're difficult to find. I believe I would be able to find it. I do. Just through my psyche. Just through my psychic ability. This here, again, Idaho 4. But look at the smiley face in here. Kylie Rodney had that same thing on her face when she was at the bridge. It's right there. Oh, thank you guys. I agree. Molly, I think it's a man. I think it's a man, and I think the whole entire thing that they're doing with this House of Williams is so fake. They're making it up. For all you know, Molly is the House of Williams. We don't know, but Molly, there's a man in there. I feel a man's presence. I feel a male presence. I know I would find it, you guys. I would smell it. I would be able to smell it. Because I know what this stuff smells like now. Unfortunately, I know what these places smell like. Do you understand that this is the hidden doorway and it's right here? And no police officer, no FBI, no law enforcement has asked where this came from. And that is what, now that's not this, the one to the left is from Don Wells showed this all the time, by the way. This is probably where Summer is, and this is where Summer went. And this is probably where Summer's cubbyhole is. It's right here. They showed it all the time. All the time. It's the same thing. It looks just like the same thing to the other side. It's just a different doorway. But like that little girl said, if you listen, she said they're all the same. They're just different. See? They're all the same. That's Molly's, the fake Molly. And that's the one that shows with Benny and Don. These gateways haven't changed. And this is what they looked like in John Wayne Gacy, because his was a little box, just like that, a wooden box. This is the guy that was on with her where I got all these boxes, and behind him shows the same thing. Now his face changes, so we don't know who anyone is, but they all show the same information. So this is the guy who they showed knew everything about the Idaho 4. We never heard anything more about it, but I personally think that this is showing the Idaho 4 gateway. This, I believe, shows what happened with the kids, or where they are, where they went. And to the left is Molly's is from Molly's video. Like between and I'm saying this out loud because it's for law enforcement, between the videos of Molly's videos that I have and that guy's video, whoever that guy was, shows pertinent information. We don't know who he was. But this is in Molly's closet. She goes into her closet with all of her shoes. She's like, I have this, I have that. But it's not the closet. So whoever thinks that we give a shit about the shoes and the purses, we don't. This is what's in there. The doorway. That's the door behind the wall that she's talking about. That is the one-way mirror door. It's behind the wall in whoever's closet that was. So I'm going to put it out there that whoever that was, if you're listening, this is in your closet. This is in your closet with all of those clothes. Holy shit. Summer Moon Wells' doorway was in the room with all the clothes. Period. That's where the doorway is. The doorway is in the room beneath all the clothes and the shoes. I really wish that I was an FBI agent and I could go look at it right now. You guys, I see it. Molly, please step out of the closet. Molly, come out of the closet. You guys, the room with all of those clothes in the Wells house is where they need to go. That's where they need to go. Whoever this is, this box might as well be Summer Moon. You see this box behind him? The top of that box. Do you see this box? And it's clear. Do you understand? This is the box that's behind Summer in the car. Do you know that they're missing the whole thing? They're missing the whole story. Behind the clothes. They're missing it. Do you guys understand that they're showing the plastic? Oh my God, I actually feel like throwing up. This is the door, you guys, she's talking about. You guys, this is the plastic doorway it's behind there. Whoever this is needs has the doorway to these children. You guys, I'm serious. We're looking at it. that little girl put it together, and it's so crazy that I played that. And it's so crazy, NW Love, that you sent that to me today. This is exactly what she's explaining. It's behind the door. If you listen, she said it's like clear. There's like plastic. It's like clear behind it. You see the names in the wood? Those are names. Okay, so if you look, holy shit, you guys, that's the entrance. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, you guys. Okay, so this is the little door. This is the little door frame that gets you into the area that has the door. I see it. Here's the door frame. See? That's closed. They go in there. This is right here. Right here. This little teeny piece right here is closed. This is it. And whoever knows I'm right, you know I'm right. We're looking at it. We're looking at it. This is a little metal door that could be found inside that frickin' closet. And that's not Molly. That is a man. You guys, this is a man. That's not Molly. She's in the... You guys, whoever this is major. This person is standing by the entrance. This person is by that. Holy shit, you guys. If I didn't hear that video, I wouldn't be able to see it this way. See how everything is meant to be? This person is in one of these areas. This isn't Molly. This is a victim, and we're looking at the room. This is a victim. Oh my God. This is the room. This is underground. It's not Molly, you guys. Unless Molly is a victim, and Molly, unless it goes back to Molly has been taken and she's in a bad position. Whoever this is looks like her. But this person is in a bad situation. And the guy to the left has 10 different faces. We don't know who he is. This shows you all these hands. Now, when the little girl said in the video, yep, double walls. The little girl said in the video that all these different hands touch her or something. A lot of different hands. This is what's going on here. And whoever that person is has the answer, you guys. That person could tell us what happened this summer. That person can tell us everything. This is the person that I think has what to do with it. This is the girl that I said was the same girl that was talking about Brian Kohlberger, the girl with the big eyes. I went back to her videos. And they have a lot of information. And that's when I said, this is the girl I thought I saw saying that she was friends with Brian Kohlberger. When I went back to her videos and I saw this photo, it told me that she had Summer. It told me that whoever is behind this face took Summer, sacrificed Summer. And look at how this all matches. Summer is wrapped in red, white, and blue stuff. And look what's going on in the picture to the right. Not Olivia. This is someone that I've just been following. Now, it's not necessarily her. But her information matches Summer Moon Wells. And it matches going backwards all the way to the beginning of these guys who did Summer Moon's vigils. I kept all that. And it has information that's critical. That's what it looks like. And those guys always had information that was critical. They were the guys who did the vigils online. It was COVID. This above him is the same face on Molly. There's an answer here, you see. There's an answer. There's an answer to this within these pictures. You guys, it's right in front of us. This is her. I wonder if this one, this is the equipment. The equipment here is the same information again that matches John Wayne Gacy. They both have the same kind of equipment on their heads. It's whatever they wrap over the head. What you see wrapped over the head here in John Wayne Gacy's photo is the same similar element as you see here. And you see here. These are the gateways. These are the doors. These are photos from the Idaho 4. This is an Idaho 4 photo. It specifically shows you where they went. This is a stairway. It's showing you their boxes under the stairway. When you know the elements, you can see it. It shows it's underground, under the stairway, by the beach. These photos show sacrifice, and they don't show the same girls that we know. They show little girls, younger girls that look like them that were sacrificed. Now, maybe they all were sacrificed, but I could only see children that match them. I see the fangs. You see those fangs? You see right through it. Now, Lori Vallow had those same fangs on her mouth. Lori Vallow had those fangs because she was the one who did the sacrificing. Those fangs don't go on someone that was sacrificed. Those go on those that do the sacrifice. So, within this photo, to me, is the person that killed these people. There's the eyes. Totally different person there. It's a totally different person. These girls, each of their eyes are messed up. Their pictures really tell a story. This photo kills me. It's Idaho 4. It basically tells the story. That's what's in the mirror. The white things in the mirror. And that big blob in front of there isn't just a blob. It's like the cement stuff or whatever, the mesh stuff that gets covered in tons of symbols and symbolizes whoever was sacrificed. This is in every case that I follow one of these. Look at the 5, the A. It has all of the symbols on it. All of them. Let me make it smaller. So, whoever's putting these pictures out, again, is telling the story of the Idaho 4. See the 5 and the A? And then in the mirror, one of the cement heads. God knows who these kids are. They're not the Idaho 4. Okay, seriously, her head is not attached to her body. This is the shit I'm talking about. And this has the stamp of sacrifice across the whole entire thing. So this stuff has been going on for a while in this little country here. Because what's across here, let me show you. It stamps it. See then here. See the stamping across it? The 5s? And see how her head's not attached to her body? I don't know what the hell that is. This is all stuff to pay attention to. Here's Molly and other photos that show the man's face. The man's face has not changed. To me, it's Brian Kohlberger's father in there. Maybe it's because I don't know anyone else who looks like this. But that is who's behind Molly. It's very, very, very clear, you guys. It's very clear. And this face here, to me, matches. Like, there's no reason. Like, to me, these are a match. So that's what I see here. It's not her. It's not a woman. And these are the doors that she's coming out of. This person here looks like Molly. And these are the rooms of hell. I can't. This is what's inside that closet, you guys. And knowing that we listened to that little girl speak beforehand, to me was a massive indicator that we are correct here. This person is a victim, and whoever is dressed to the left got that stuff on. The person to the left here was from the beginning of Summer Moon Wells's case, like I just showed you, the guys who did the vigils online. That stuff on the forehead and so forth, you've seen it tons of times, and let me tell you guys something, that's what's on Summer Moon on her very last moments. Let me grab that Summer final. I just showed you her final photo that I believe to be true. And it's this one. Wait. She has that stuff wrapped around her head. Wait. I mean, oh my God, what I would give to bust these guys' doors down. Because it's so clear to me right now. Because for so long we've been looking at these elements, right? And Summer Moon Wells is just popping right through here. Let's see. I want to get the best one. Okay, here. This is good. See that? That's what's on his head. Now, for all we know, that's Summer. You don't know the faces, but the elements are the same. They're the same. And this has always shown up, and this is Benny's back seat of his car. Now, I've always said, like, why would that be the back seat of a car, right? Now I could really show it because I have so much more information to compare it to. There's no way that's Benny's back seat of his car. It's really kind of the same information as we've been looking at. Those are the elements. That's a doorway. And this stuff could be completely busted open. Really can be. This is another photo of Molly. I don't know who that man is, but it's a clear photo for the authorities to do a facial recognition. For all you know, who we knew was there is in trouble, you guys. And they're just trying to make money right now. These are a match. These are, you wouldn't believe it, but these are two different cars. The one to the right is Molly's car. The one to the left comes from the fisherman boat that I follow. Same situation. This is little Quentin. Quentin, I had this in here, you guys, before I even listened to that video. Quentin's little hole in the ground is right there. It's his gateway is right there. They found a little bone. You want to know why they found a little bone? Because they just put a little bone in the garbage as a little trophy. But this little boy never got justice and never will. Because they're not looking to bust this shit open. This is his doorway. It's right there. They're showing it in both photos. Now, that's why I'm applying, and I really, 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 really hope that I get a job through the government, because I want to have the freedom to go look and find these places, because I think I could find them. I mean, literally, I really do. I know so much about it. Every little teeny, even about the nails they use. Look at this. These are gateways. And that's Quentin. No dog's going to smell it. You know why? Because she said they have a layer of brick. This is Summer Moon Wells's little, I don't know, I would say these are her sticks. And this was shown on the side of the Wells house, and it consistently changed. But these are important pieces to solving these cases. That's Molly's car to the right, and to the left is from the fishermen. Within the fishermen and what they do there, they have all of the same elements flying around. They're just flying around because they're not on a boat. They're underground. And this is the same stuff that was flying around Kylie Rodney's party. Summer Moon Wells is all of them. Oy, all of them. All of them. The bottom right-hand corner is from John Wayne Gacy. That is one of his boxes, you guys. That is a John Wayne Gacy box. There's no difference between John Wayne Gacy's box and the boxes that I showed you in the fake Molly's kitchen. Look. This is John Wayne Gacy. What is the problem? Why can't they put this shit together? That's John Wayne Gacy. You want to see a picture of... This is Molly's kitchen frame that I said was the frame of the box. Right there with the shit in it. And then this is the fake frame that's in Gotcha Man's car. He says is a microwave, which it isn't. That is this. You can see the box in there. That, and John Wayne Gacy's are the same. The same A that's above the fake Molly is the A that's in his box. These doorways match. So the doorway that shows the night that the Idaho 4 went missing remember I told you had the red around the trim and the white? That doorway matches the doorway that dumbass guy's video shows that no one followed up on. They have the same trim. Same door. Let me see if I could get this colored better. Sharper maybe. Oh, if I make it sharper. Oh yeah, now I get the red in a little bit. So this here is a match. These two doors are the same doors. These are the same people. This is the same situation. And whoever this was showing the sacrifice. This matches the guy's video from the night of the party. That's what this is to the left. That comes straight from the authorities. This is that guy that no one knows his video, whose doorway that probably these people went into matches. Seriously, you guys. It's like it's the same picture. Look. See the finger? Watch. And they're not from the same video, so it's not like, oh, maybe they're melted together. Who knows? No. This is like this could be the same frame. Watch. See the finger? See the finger here? It's like a stick. So this could go, watch, just like that. Same fucking thing. I would make millions. Here. And it's the same case. This guy, it's the same case. And this goes here. And they're not looking into it. Oh, there's Princess, the fake princess, who's loaded in elements. So whoever this is being used as a victim. This guy's probably totally on heroin and keeping him as a victim. This is what's next to him are the boxes. This is not a hospital. The guy's on the right, he has the same thing on his head as Princess does. It's the same thing. The green thing. These are the doors. The one to the right is from Gotcha Man. The one to the left is from Molly. It's just part of the fake car. Those are the same things as this. This is the equipment that goes on the kids. And those bars, it's just, I'm just showing you that it's really quite all one of the same. So even though here you see the bar like this is attached to this equipment, is what I'm telling you. It just all goes together. I showed you this already. It matched John Wayne Gacy's. That is not on his car. Like, this is such bullshit. It's just bullshit is what it is. Look. It's the equipment. And they're laughing their asses off that we all fall for this shit. We don't here, but the authorities aren't doing anything about it. Think about it. If they would just, that's why I'm doing this series. Because when you look closer, there are your boxes right there in the fake microwave. And over here, it's all under here. The fake car holds all this shit. Whoever this is, I mean, the authorities at least should know. That's why I don't, even though I say Molly, whoever this is needs help. So for all you guys know, they're just using her channel to show the sacrifice of all the people that have been taken. For all you know, they're using her and she doesn't have a choice. So you just can never, ever, ever, that's why there's no one, they should not be bashing anyone and giving someone the benefit of the doubt, especially when you know YouTube is so corrupt. And know that obviously this isn't her, but this stuff's on her channel. Until this is understood and figured out by the authorities, you can't pass judgment on anybody. All I see is that this is a dungeon, and this is being shown in Molly's video, you guys. These are the brick walls. These are the walls to hell. And this goes down under. This is the gateway to where the children are. And it's in her videos. And I do not think it's Molly doing it. I don't know who it is. But this information is very important that they're showing. And everyone is going into such drama that they're not realizing the information that's being shown is critical to solving these cases. And that's probably because most people on the YouTube channel that support her aren't going to point anything out. This is obviously underground. And to me, this is the gateway to the children. This is being shown that it's behind the closet. It's showing location is correct. It's showing location. I want to find it so badly because now you guys see it. Molly's videos show everything. You see that 5 in that box? That is identical and matches what I just showed you in the Idaho 4. What I showed you in Ryan Upchurch's photo. That is what was in the food truck that I just showed you. There's no difference. None. What you see to the left is the same thing. The 5 is silver. It's the closest to the rim. Let me point it out. This is the 5. Here. This is the box. This is the box. The box is blue. The box is white. The 5 is silver. The 5 is blue. Here's the hole in the ground. This is the information that is consistently being shown in her videos. This person is in trouble. When they show Princess in the hospital, He's not in the hospital. He is in one of these rooms. This is him in the machinery. This hospital room is the same hospital room we've been looking at throughout all the videos. This video that they did of Molly, Bullhorn Betty, and Olivia, this is a fake video. She's in the same fake hospital room. Here's another massive, massive common element that brings the case together as far as Kiely Rodni. The picture to the left of the person in the basket is from the Beeson Bunch party that I told you I followed because that's where I believe Kiely was taken. The picture to the right is her boyfriend at the vigil with the same stupid ass thing on his head. Even though it looks funny and it's on his head, doesn't matter because the elements are the same. They're the same. This is what they do. They're in these baskets. And the Beeston Bunch video with all of her and her friends showed the complete sacrifice. Why would this be on his head? These videos never came together as far as edited together. They're separate videos. This is here now. This, I said, was Kiely. Well, she's on his head. And here's the girl, the black hair. I don't know who that is. No idea. But this girl here is the girl in the black hair that is so very critical in these sacrifices. That girl right there. Right there. I see you. Getting to the end, guys. It's a long one. I knew it. I told you. Again, I showed this. This is, they're in the same wheelchair. See how the wheels are underneath her? Those are little wheels. Those little wheels. She's being wheeled. And this is from Plunder showing the Idaho 4. I mean, I don't know why this gets no traction at all, but those are the wheels. Right at the bottom, under her tush. Again, fake hospital. This is the fake hospital that Candace was in when she had her fake heart attack thing. This is what's in the walls of Princess's walls. And this is Molly with the TV behind her. I showed this earlier. This is nothing but showing the gateway that I just showed you, especially the photo up in the the right-hand corner. It's what it is. All these videos have information. Here, see, here, the Idaho 4, the guy's only a torso. He only has a torso. He is nothing more than a torso, you guys. I've shown this before. I'm showing it again. There he is. No body. Here's Maddie, sacrificed. Her head is against someone's. No torso. He is on... It's like a head on a platter. It's a torso on a platter. They're showing it. These are the hospitals. To the left is the Beeson Bunch new house. It has, again, the same elements in the windows as the Watts case and the Vallow case. It's all the same. My favorite thing to show is the machine that's in the Wells window. It's the same machine that they show in Candace's hospital. Let me show you how that one has, you could see the number, if you could see how this matches the Idaho 4 food truck. Here, I'll show you the number, the 5 in the cylinder. So this was in Candace's hospital. This is that. But here you could also see the head in the cylinder really well. Tell ya. John Wayne Gacy, that's the Gacy case to the right, and to the left is Molly Golightly. It's like the same photo. It's a joke. It's scary. It's crazy. It's the same. And they're both have hospital beds because it's all the same shit. Do you believe that these are one's from Gacy and one's from Molly? It's a joke. I showed this. It's the hospital bed. That's the same hospital bed that Princess is in. The one all the way to the right is from the family I follow. Again, I'm showing you that I have really nailed down the groups that I'm following because they all have the same information. His fake hospital room really kind of looks more like Olivia in her fake hospital room because they're both in the same kind of a bucket. With, see, he has wheels under him like the Idaho 4. Same thing. Idaho 4 to the right. To the left is the family I follow. Idaho 4, that's just from their apartment. They're showing this shit on their TV as well. I showed this. This is the wheelchair. And I showed this earlier. Here's the other element that's super important. I have lots of these. I wanted to throw this in to show you that these boxes have V's and they got the whole entire, looks like they have the whole piece inside, but that little piece sticks out. But the maroon little V on those clear boxes could also be found. I have one at the Grandis's RV. The one to the left photo is from that Sarah girl. I think that's what her name is. Her video. I'm showing it because the photo to the right comes from the family that I follow. And this here is basically the same information. It's a little blurry, but there's a person in the same kind of a chair. This is the same thing. These are the V's. I'm convinced that that person, that guy who put the video up of the Idaho 4 is the murderer. I mean, I don't know why they're not doing anything more about it. The picture to the left is Ryan Upchurch. This one is Ryan's. Wait, we're almost done, you guys. This one is from Ryan. His videos, and I've given up on I've given up on getting in contact with anybody. This is Ryan's car ride. And as you can see, everything is in here. You could probably turn it. There's like that thing on the top. Let me see if I turn it. This way? Maybe this way. Oh, maybe this way. Maybe upside down. Turning it upside down, you could see more. Sometimes just by turning the direction. So this is Ryan's car. This here is like this. This is you know, I said they always put their heads in corners. Let me grab. Not to say this is a bathtub, but I'm going to show you what I mean. It's the corner of the bathtub. Here it is. Is this it? I cropped everything, so everything's smaller. Well, it's just like the, must have made it smaller. I would like to get it, wait. Not there. Let's see. That's not it. So this is just like any of the corners that these heads go in. That's what it's showing here. And his cars do show a lot of information. I don't know where it is, but they do. John Wayne Gacy. I think this is exactly what's going on, and this is exactly what this girl described. They're cooking. It's whatever they're cooking is in there, and this is what they're doing currently, and they're doing this still today. And his videos and his documents show it, and no one is really paying attention, because this here is exactly what the girl was discussing. Do you see his stick is the same stick? Those are body parts. Look at them. These are body parts. And this is what's going on. It's all marked. All the same. The one all the way up right hand corner is from the fisherman. Somehow this is worked in there. This is part of the plastic. It's just part of the machinery. Right in the beginning of day number 1, this is the neighbors that live behind the wells. And that always bugged me. I now believe that little box is Summer's little red box. I know it says it's from Google, but that's important photo, as well as these. Up in the left-hand corner is Summers that Candace post is one of her last posts, And that's the same, it's kind of like the same information that you see here. I'll go over that some other time. But it's just like the Idaho 4. The Idaho 4s is on the bottom right hand. That was shown in their TV in their apartment. Basically like the same thing, because the first thing I saw was the little doll, the little bony thing. That's really what that's what they hold, and this, it's called their trophy. I'm gonna crop it. It's very, very important to them. I'll turn it. Every case has one, and I thought for sure it would have been noticed. This is their little doll. Summer has one in her collection too. It's right there. I mean, they're not hiding anything. Summer has one in her collection. And I want to make sure that I add the guy in from Idaho. I do think that, I don't know, I do think that this location has a great deal of information to offer. Especially since the corner of this little house, inside there, that sign says Monster Children. And then on the corner of the house, he holds the most important key that is shown in every video that I watch. This is basically, these are basically the trophies. All of them. I don't know who that is, but this is a house that is on the top of the mountain that I found, and this is where I found the little critter. And I found him because he had a picture posted at Appalachian Fairground with these kids inside this snake thing, and their faces were in these masks. But this here is hands down the sacrifices trophies. And this is the guy that I found this stuff. The rock, and then the very first thing that his element that was found here. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. How did I find this? This is the little critter that flies around in the back of the videos, especially Summer's. And I found it next to the rocks. And it flies around. This little dude. How crazy is that? And then the picture up on the right-hand side matches Don Wells's little symbol. And then you could also find that symbol in the Watts case outside their house. But this guy, I wanted to make sure to add this in because at the end of the day, when this does come down sometime, I would think that this is somewhere that they'd want to check out. See that? It's very interesting. She's still in the rocks. She's in the leaves. She's in the leaves. You guys, I'm going to call it quits. This was important information to get out there. That was the last page, but I do want to leave it with this. This photo really tells a lot. This to me is holds the key I think this, to me, holds the key to the answers. And if we could figure out who this is, I'll sleep on it. This person knows exactly where these kids go. That's what comes out strong. This person knows. And if the authorities could figure out who this person is, it kind of just comes down to this person. I have to be honest. This is the person. And this isn't Molly, you guys. So don't think for a second. It's not the Molly that you know. It's not her. It's not the Molly that we know. So not for 1 second. I don't want to hear anyone ever think that that's what I meant. This person is using Molly's channel. This person is using Molly as the cover-up deep fake. Whoever is under there, which I believe is a male, holds the key to finding our little children and knows where Summer Moon Wells went. So that's what it sums up to. Whew. You guys, I am done. Thank you, thank you, thank you all for being here. Muffin Top, my mod. Thank you all. You guys kept it so amazing in the chat. I love reading it through. I do look. And thank you for my super sticker, Boston, super chat. And I will be back with round 4. It may take a day, an extra day to pull together because I'm going to let this all sink in. It will probably take 1 to 2 days because it's what it is. There's a little girl, there's a little baby showing up. Look. See the little angel? You see that? Right on her head. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your support and dedication. I will be back. Talk to y'all soon. Have a wonderful night. Thanks again, guys. Good night.